Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Ooh, ooh. So it's been like a week and like 2 days since the last time I filmed. I am extremely happy to be back. If this is your first time here, I'm Taylor Elizabeth. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, I don't know why you ain't hit it, but you need to hit it because we dropping gems today like always, but this is a good one today. So before I get into what we're talking about, I just want to tell y'all why I've been gone. So a couple of weeks ago, I talked to y'all about, in one of my videos, I told y'all about how I was having stomach problems. Well, they out here talking about some of your girl may have Crohn's disease. So last week, I had to go get tested for the coronavirus in order to get a colonoscopy and an EGD. Y'all, when I tell you, that was the devil. Not the coronavirus test. They really wasn't that bad. So if people telling you that it's bad, they being dramatic. Okay, they just take the swab, the little cotton swab, stick it up your nose, and it tingles a little bit right here, and they take it out, you be fine. Now that colonoscopy, the prep, I should just do a whole video on that. But I've been MIA, missing in action, because it's been a lot on my mental to think that like I may be having a life altering, can I talk? Thing happened. Like, I know that I work out, I know that I've changed what I eat. That's by choice. Now I'm going to be forced to change a lot of things. So it's just been a lot, and then like dealing with the pain, and then being on payments, being high because I'm on the drugs. Like, yeah, it's just been a lot. So it took me a minute, but as my wonderful sign on my wall reminds me, no matter how you feel, get up, get dressed, show up, and most importantly, never give up. So that's why I'm back today with another video. So what are we talking about today? Today we are talking about vaginal health. So let me tell you how God works. So I had already thought about this. Like, this was gonna be my next video. Regardless of when I filmed it, this was gonna be my next video. But then I just was like, oh, I'm gonna film. But then every day I be drugged up on meds, as you can see on that nightstand right there, or I just be tired and in pain. And then I got a text message today, and somebody asked me about the stuff I'm about to talk about, and I was like, God, you funny. You real funny, Big G. Like, I'm gonna make the video today, so here we are. So what prompted me making this video about vaginal health? Well, a lot of times us as women, we go through things dealing with this area of our body, and we're like, I don't want people to think that I'm gross. I don't want people to think that I don't take showers, or I don't know how to properly take care of myself. So then we don't tell anybody. And I know this because I've been that person, and I have friends that have been that person. I have acquaintances that have been that person. And so you don't know until you open your mouth to get the help. Like, you can't get help unless you open your mouth. And so you may not want to open your mouth, that's fine, but that's why I'm here to help you. Because I've been there, done it again, came back, done it one more time, and now we good. So I'm about to put y'all up on game. That's the moral of the story. So my own experience, you know, I only can talk from what I know. And so I have dealt with yeast infections and bacterial vaginosis. So I'm 23 now. When I hit 21, it was like my body was like, boom, we in our 20s. And I'm like, okay, we in our 20s, but like, why you gotta act up? Like, you been doing fine. All of a sudden, you changing. Like, what you doing down there, sis? This is not the normal. So I kept going to the doctor, and every time I would go to the doctor, they'll be like, oh, you have a yeast infection, you got a yeast infection. Okay, let me just read to y'all, like, yeast infections are very common. So if you're a guy and you're watching this video, this is not just for girls. Guys, you can take some notes so that when your woman or your significant other or your sister or your friend is going through this, you can be sensitive to the fact that it is very hard being a woman. So yes, yeast infections. It affects according to the CDC, it affects 3 to 4 women in their lifetime. 3 to 4 women. So you think about all the women you know, and 3 to 4 of them have dealt with this issue. And so I dealt with yeast infections. I would go to the doctor. They would give me medicine, and it would clear it up. And then I would get a UTI, and then it would just be a cycle, literally like a revolving door, and it just kept happening over and over and over again. And so then your girl hit 22, and I'm like, look, sis, I'm tired of taking the same drugs, and ain't nothing working. Like, they had your girl on, let's see, what was the name of it? It was called metronidazole. Yeah, something like that. Fluconazole. Look, don't have me lie to y'all. I don't know how to say, I don't know how to say the names of these drugs. Just know that I had it. That's the moral of the story. So I went to the doctor one more time, and I was like, look, I need something different. And it was crazy because I said I needed something different, and I had already prayed to God about that. I was like, look, something is not right. Like, what is going on? I don't like it. Please help me out. And when I went, it was crazy because I said I needed something different. And when I went in that day, it was an old white man that's my doctor. I'm like, this is weird. Like, why is this old white man here? I don't want a male doctor, let alone an old white man. It's kind of creepy, like weird. It ain't got nothing to do with he white. It's just the effect that, like, it's an old man in my stuff. Like, kind of weird there. So, gave it a shot. And he was about to prescribe me with the same thing. And I told him, I said, listen, honestly, something is wrong with me. Like, I feel like y'all are not listening to what I'm saying. There is no reason for me to keep having yeast infections back to back to back to back. And y'all give me the same meds, and it's not working. So he did another test, and it came back that your girl had bacterial vaginosis. So he was like, okay, well, let's try something different. So he prescribed me boric acid. And at first I'm like, wait a minute. Acid? You want me to put acid up my hoo-ha? He was like, no, like, it's fine. Like, nah, shawty, acid? So I'm like, okay, listen, sir, you may not know what you're talking about. And he was like, no, I promise, like, it's gonna work. So I go get it. It comes in, it give you a tube and suppositories to insert inside of you. Meanwhile, when I had yeast infections, I did the gel, I did the peel, I did it all. None of it worked. So I'm like, all right, listen, if he's saying this boric acid gonna work, shoot, we're gonna give it a try. So gave it a try, and I got it down to where instead of always like constantly being uncomfortable, constantly being in pain, I got it down to it just being during my cycle. So it got to a point where it would only come right before my cycle or right when my cycle was over. And so let me give y'all some like tips about all of this. That's the point of this video, because you may be having problems like this and you may not want to talk to nobody because you may be like, oh, I don't know what they gonna think about me. No. So stop thinking it is more common than you think it is. Trust me. But that's why I'm here to help y'all. So first of all, yeast infections and bacterial vaginosis are very, very similar. Very similar. But there are also a lot of differences. So basically, it is when your body has good bacteria and bad bacteria. It is when the body has an overgrowth of the bad bacteria, and that's what causes these infections. So as far as yeast infections, symptoms consist of a thick white consistency, and it doesn't normally have a smell. BV consists of yellow. It's a thin yellow or gray, and it carries an unpleasant odor. So I'm gonna just be real with you, sis. If you like smelling yourself and you like, that's not right, something not right, you need to just go and go to the doctor. Like, it don't mean that you got an STD. It could just be bacterial vaginosis, but you don't know. So let's just go to the doctor. And a lot of times what ends up happening, what causes these things that I found out about my own self, what you eat. So what you are what you eat. So what you're partaking. So if you eat nothing but fast food, what you expect? It's not gonna be right down there. It's just not. What you wash your clothes in. So I was, at one point, my mama did extreme couponing. So whatever detergent she had, that's what I'm using, because I'm a broke college student, so forget it. I had to switch up my detergent. I only can use either Drift, which is the baby detergent that people, when they have newborns, they use that. Or anything that has sensitive skin, no fragrance. If you got a fragrance, I'm not using it. I don't put fabric softeners in my laundry. Now I do use scented dryer sheets. So if you want to scent to your clothes, then use dryer sheets. But scented stuff, no. As far as underwear goes, cotton underwear. Try to stay away from like all those colors, all that lace. If you got a significant other and you do want to wear that, then keep that for them special occasions. But for the most part, on your day-to-day basis, you just need some cotton drawers. And quite honest, some grandma panties. That's the best. That's the best. That's where it's at. I'm just going to be real with y'all. That's where it's at. Like, you ain't got to put on no Victoria's Secret drawers. Put on them cotton panties and go about your business so your hoo-ha can be together. And so, yeah. And then another thing. This is for you men that are watching, because this is just very honest. And I had to come to this realization because my ex used to get so upset when I was going through this. He was just like, oh my gosh, your hoo-ha is always broken. It's not broken. We're just having a little technical difficulties. But then I came to the realization it wasn't just broken because of me. Sometimes it can be messed up down there because of y'all. So what you are eating, if all you're doing is smoking, drinking Hennessy, Douce, eating cheeseburgers, fries, wings, and then you want to shoot the club up, what you expect for your girlfriend stuff to be? Like, did you think it was supposed to be juices and berries, roses and flowers, like Houseway? When look what you putting in, like, exactly. So be mindful, guys. Like, be sensitive to what your woman is going through, because it's uncomfortable to us. Like, it's uncomfortable to us. It makes it causes low self-esteem. Like, it make you feel like I'm not attractive. And if you are intimate with your partner, it can make you feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. Like, something is always happening. Something is always broken. Something always needs to be fixed down there. And so now I'm at a point in life where I don't have these problems anymore. That's why I can talk about that. And this is why I don't have those problems. So thank God to the old white man that prescribed that boric acid. I got it with my insurance because it was a prescription. But then once that was over, at that time, the insurance I had, for some reason, it made that prescription be like $70. And I was like, look, I cannot afford to pay $70 for these pills. Like, that's ridiculous. So thank God for Amazon. Went on Amazon and I looked it up, and they had boric acid. Like, I didn't know that this was a thing, that people put this inside of them, let alone all of these different companies. So I picked a brand and I tried it and I fell in love with it, and that is what I use. So I'll show you. I use Boracap boric acid. That is it right there. It promotes healthy vaginal pH. So boric acid is not just good for yeast infections and bacterial vaginosis, but it's also good for once you come off your cycle and you just want to clean yourself out and return your pH back to normal. That is what this is good for. So I bought this off of Amazon, and it comes with 30 pills. I do the subscription, so it just comes once a month. I was doing the subscription. Now I don't, because I don't even take them that often anymore, because your girl is just, on point. So yeah, like, it comes in this bottle, 30 pills. And then I also purchased the applicators, and it came in this little package, and you also can buy this off of Amazon as well. And it's 7 applicators in the pack. So I'm going to show y'all how to do it. I'm not going to do this on camera, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like, so you're going to know what you're getting yourself into. So if you use tampons, it will be the equivalent of like inserting a tampon inside for the most part. So this is what the pill looks like. It's the white pill with the stuff inside, and then this is the applicator. You put it inside of the thing, insert it inside of you, and then you just push it up and it goes in there. I do recommend that if you do use this or you get this, make sure that you put a panty liner on, because you will have discharge after using this. Now, on to the next thing, what I also use, I take probiotics. The first probiotic that I used, because I was being cheap, I use AZO. They make urinary tract infection medicine, yeast infection medicine, and it's very reasonable. I think the pill was just like $20. So I was just like, okay, well, let me just try something so I heard that probiotics work, but let me try something. So if you get a probiotic, you don't have to get what I use, but make sure that you get a probiotic that is it's for a lot of things, but make sure that it says promotes vaginal health. That is what you need. So the one that I end up using and that I use now is called Refresh Pro B. Feminine probiotic supplement balances yeast and bacteria to maintain feminine health. That is what it looks like. First of all, let me just say my hair is really popping today. Like, yes, girls. So yes, that's what that is. And then last but certainly not least, this is like the best thing ever that was ever created. So when I was in college, I used to use Vagisil. And for some dumb reason, I used to douche. I don't know why I did that. But if you do that, don't do that. That messes you up anyway. Don't do that. Don't use stuff that is scented. I know girls like to do bath bombs and all that stuff. That can tear your pH balance off the chart. Like, if you wonder why things are not working, and if you out there doing that, that could be a problem, sis. That could be it. So don't do that. But for me, the same soap that I use on my skin, if you wonder why my skin is popping, make sure you check that video out. I use Aveeno on my skin. I use it on my body as well. So it either comes in lightly scented or not, fragrance free. Those are the two kinds that I use. So I use a white towel and I wash my body, and then I attack the hoo-ha area with the Honey Pot Company. Now I have this little small one because now all of a sudden everybody want to be hip because sis got a Target commercial and everybody's like, oh, I want to support a black owned business. Baby, I was supporting before the Target commercial. You feel me? So you can get this at Target. More than likely it's probably sold out, and so you may have to go online, which you can do that, the Honey Pot Company. So I got 2 of the travel size. But yeah, and this lasts for a long time, I will tell you that. So I just squirt 3 pumps. I pump it 3 times in my hand, and then you only do the outside. Don't try to be all in there. You're gonna mess yourself up, sis. And why I like this so much, my friend actually recommended this. Shout out to my big sis. The reason why I like this so much, because this was made, the person that created this, the amazing black woman that created this, she created this because she had bacterial vaginosis. So it was sent to me by God, literally. Like, in her About Me on her website, it literally says she had a dream how to cure bacterial vaginosis, and here we are, the holy grail: bacterial vaginosis and yeast infections. Boom. So this has really been the be all for real. All of this together has eliminated my problem. Like, literally, like, not one without the other. They all work in unison to make the hoo-ha the best hoo-ha that it can be. So yeah, I don't want you to feel like you're the only person that is going through this, because you're not. And trust me, I know you're not, because I used to go to the doctor a lot about this, and there was plenty other women at the doctor about this same thing. But be mindful what you are partaking in as far as food, what your partner is partaking in, because you don't want the hoo-ha messed up. Because trust me, sis, it is not fun by any means necessary at all. So that is all I have for you today. You know how I feel. Like, I am a holistic person. I want everything to be popping, and I want y'all to have everything popping, and so now we can. So that concludes today's video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can know when I have new videos coming out, and the subscribe button. Make sure you like, comment, and share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.